Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. I'm back with another eBay video. I have some sales updates for you, and I'm going to show you some things that I bought this weekend. There were only two sales that I went to, and they were both on Friday. One was my Lucky Barn sale, which is usually pretty lucky for me, but didn't get as much good stuff as I usually do, but I still should manage to make a decent profit off the things that I did get. I hope you all had a good weekend and a good St. Patrick's Day if you celebrate. I was on leprechaun duty since my daughter set a leprechaun trap, and everything went pretty well except that I had a mishap with some food coloring and my pajamas were the unfortunate victim, but at least I didn't get it all over myself. Let's see. Oh, and thank you for all the comments about my electrical problems, that I lost all, 3 of my appliances last week. One was actually because of my husband. My husband broke the knob off the toaster oven. So that had nothing to do with the electricity. The microwave and the blow dryer, I think that was actually a problem with our power grid, and I think that's why they knocked our power out for like 2 or 3 hours on Tuesday to get it fixed, because since then everything's been fine. Okay, now I'm going to start with the things that sold over the weekend. This is a little needlework kit from, I think, the 70s, maybe early 80s. And I bought this when I bought a big lot of needlework kits back in the fall. I think this was the last one to go out of all of them. I made a pretty penny on those. But I only made $5 on this one. I think it might have cost me $0.25. These two things I bought at a rummage sale last spring and just finally got them listed this weekend, and they sold pretty much right away. This is a used Finding Nemo 2-disc collector's edition DVD. Bought it for $1, sold it for, I think it was around $8. This is, I don't know what's going on with my lighting right now. This is an Xbox 360 Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Conviction collector's edition game. It comes in a special metal box with a hardcover book and all that jazz. Again, this was $1. I sold this for $15. This is a little party centerpiece, probably from the early 80s. It originally cost $2.75. It's sealed in the package, never been opened, and I bought this for, I think it was either 25 cents or 50 cents, and sold this for 10. And finally, I sold this little Irish porcelain ashtray. It says Irish porcelain, made in Ireland, with a shamrock and the letter P on the back. This is actually a piece of Wade porcelain, W-A-D-E. The shamrocks and this color are very indicative of their style, and they make a lot of these ashtrays. This was the only one that I saw on eBay that had a little leprechaun in the middle, and this is going to a very nice gentleman in the UK who is willing to pay the $12.95 it cost to ship it. I saw international shipping rates just went through the roof back in January. It was crazy. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys the stuff that I bought on Friday. Friday I hit a moving sale. I'd been there a couple times before and never found anything. This time she kind of had stuff thrown all mishmash in her garage, and it was kind of a mess. And I looked a little bit and was about to leave when I saw a bag that I hadn't looked in. And when I looked in it, I found this. This is a brand new Calphalon muffin pan, nice and heavy, really good quality. She said it's never been used, doesn't look like it's ever been used. I picked it up for $2. It retails for $25. But I'm keeping this because I desperately need one, as you can see from this pathetic mess of a muffin pan that I currently have. I would never even bake anything in this without putting, you know, the paper liners in because it's just so beat up and nasty. But I'm very happy now that I have a new one. Okay, then I hit my Lucky Barn sale, which normally doesn't start until 8 a.m. on a Saturday, and this time they decided to start it at 3 o'clock on Friday. They started this, it's a charity sale. Everything they make goes to charity. They've been doing it for a couple years now, and every time they do it, it gets more and more popular, unfortunately. So I was all ready to get there at 3 o'clock because, as you guys know if you watch my videos, I don't go to sales before the scheduled opening time because I just think it's rude. But apparently no one else in town thought that, because when I got there, I think 3/4 of the town was there. I've never, in the this is my 6th year now of doing this, I have never seen so many people at one sale at one time. It was ridiculous. Thank God their driveway's long, because I was parked halfway up their driveway, and their driveway is maybe, I don't know, 1/8 of a mile long, something like that. I was out in the field with the cows and had to walk a few minutes to even get anywhere near the barn. But I finally got there, and I ended up getting, you know, some decent stuff. Last year I spent $37 there and made, I think, about $600. I didn't do nearly that well this time. But you know, you got to take what you can get. I got this little Snoopy and Woodstock Hallmark ornament. This is one of the older ones. This is from 1987. I should be able to make $10 off that pretty easily. I got this needlework scroll frame for, I think it was $3, and found out quickly that I overpaid for it. It's probably not worth any more than, like, I don't know, 5 to 10 max. But you know, I'll make plenty of money off the other things, so that's not too bad. Okay, well, it wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't show you guys coffee mugs, of course, and almost break something. So this is a vintage Walt Disney World mug. It says Walt Disney Productions Japan on the bottom. Dates anywhere between 1971 and 1986. I'm thinking probably more towards like late 70s, early 80s, something like that. Got that for $1. And everything except the Christmas ornament are online already. That's one of my goals this year, is to try and get things listed as quickly as I can after I purchase them, instead of, you know, taking them down to the basement and letting them sit there. So we'll see how well that goes, but week 1 went pretty well. Alright, this is a polo themed kind of humorous mug by Bryn Perry Studios. It's English bone china. Really, really nice illustration on it. I've always had good luck with anything horse themed, so this should probably make at least $10. That was $1. I got 2 Looney Tunes mugs. This mug or stein is a golf themed one with Bugs and Daffy on the front, and it says "Be Bunny Swings as Daffy Ducks." And then on the back there's a coat of arms that's golf themed, and it says "Brotherhood of the 19th Hole, in Golf We Trust." And this dates from 1997, and right now it's up at auction for $9.99. I paid $1. I shouldn't have any problem selling this. If it doesn't go at auction, I'm sure it'll definitely go probably closer to Father's Day. And then the last mug is my favorite. This is one of those extra large, like 24-ounce jobbers. This dates from 1996 and has Tweety Bird and Sylvester on the front, and it says "Poor Whittle Putty Tat, as Sylvester sits there with a big bump on his head because Tweety just knocked him over the head with a mallet. It's just really good graphics on this one. And then on the other side it says sucker for punishment. So this one I put up for an initial bid of 20, just because there were no others like it on eBay and because the graphics were so good. Then I found a big Ziploc bag that had 2 of these brand new rolls of Food Saver bags in it. And this more compact version of a Food Saver vacuum sealer. And oh, I paid $2 for that big mug, by the way. If I didn't say it, don't remember. Anyway, all this stuff was in one big Ziploc bag together, and they wanted $5 for it. I initially paid the $5 just because I wanted these Food Saver bags. Whenever I find these things out at a sale, I pick them up because these are so expensive to buy in the store. And I have one of these machines. I use it all the time. It's a little bit more complex than this one, but I love it. My husband calls it the food sucker. So I was planning on donating the vacuum sealing machine until I did a little research and found out that this is actually worth probably around 20 bucks on its own. So that was a happy surprise. You know, it's great for, I guess, you know, people with small kitchens, or if people want to take it and put it in their campers, stuff like that. Because this one only takes the 8-inch bags. It doesn't take the bigger ones. I put this up for a buy it now price of $19.99, and I already have a couple washers on it. Alright, then I got this bowl, which has a few condition issues, as you can see. I can't get that out. But I bought it because it says, I know it's hard to see here, but it says Nambe, N-A-M-B-E 567. This is like a high-end aluminum alloy. They make lots of different decorative things, bowls and trays and stuff like that. It's all pretty contemporary, modern design. And I think they've been making them for, gosh, probably at least 40 some years. But if you try and buy these new in the store, like this one by itself would probably be around $100, which is ridiculous for a aluminum bowl. But anyway, I put this up for $9.99. I got it for $2, and I'd be happy with 10 just because, like I said, it has condition issues. Okay, then I got this little perfume bottle. This is vintage from probably around the 1950s. This, I believe, is an Iris perfume bottle, or Iris, or I don't know how you say it. It's I-R-I-C-E. But it's very typical of their stuff. That company, I think it's still going strong today, but it was based in New York, and the guy that started the company, he would import gift items. A lot of them were perfume bottles from Czechoslovakia, West Germany, stuff like that. And this one is marked, let me find it here. It's very, very, very hard to see, but right here, it's marked West Germany. Real pretty peach, like crackle glass. And this is a resin flower with a little rhinestone, and it's a little atomizer. It sticks a little bit, but most people aren't buying them to use them. They're just buying them for display. I got this for, I think, $1 or $2. I have that up for $9.99 right now at auction. Then I found this little guy or girl, really cute, and when I turned it over, it said Fitz and Floyd 1995. It was only $1, so I immediately threw it in my bag. Found out when I came home this is part of their Cotton Tailors line. It's T-A-I-L-O-R-S. Sorry guys, I'm like losing my voice today. But initially this had a sugar bowl with it, with a little boy bunny holding a mirror, and she's supposed to be like looking in the mirror to see herself in her dress. But they only had the little creamer. It's in fantastic shape, no chips, cracks, crazing, or anything like that. And this was made from 95 to 98. It's now discontinued. And some of these pieces from this line can go for a lot of money. I put this one up at with an initial bid of 40 just to see what happens and see where we'll go from there. See how many people I get watching it throughout the week. And finally, I think this is my best find of the weekend, is this mid-century modern style teapot. As soon as I saw it and I saw the shape of it, I grabbed it. It was $3. This is made by Franciscan, which is a California-based China company. This is another good China name for you guys to look for. I sold one of their other pieces a few months ago. It was a creamer that I picked up for $5. I think I sold it for $50. But this is one of their stoneware pieces. This is from a pattern called Trio, which was made between 1954 and 1958. And the teapot seems to be pretty hard to come by. So I started the bidding off at $40, and it's been up maybe half a day, and I have 5 or 6 people watching it already. So I should definitely get $40 for it, if not more. See what happens. So that was it. I spent a total of $22 on everything that you guys saw. Oh, and that includes 2 books that were $1 each that I bought for my daughter. So it's actually what? Yeah, I spent $20 total on everything that I'm selling. So that is it for me this week, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. And hopefully there'll be some more sales this weekend, and I'll be back soon with another video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye.